Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about the internet believing that Ashanti intentionally trapped Nelly and forced him into marrying her. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because most recently, Nelly was on a podcast, and while he was on that podcast, the podcast is called Bootleg Kev. While he's on the podcast, he basically revealed that when Ashanti got pregnant, he married to her because he didn't want the industry or anyone to be labeling her as a baby mama. And as you guys know, that is so common in the industry. So as such, Nelly saying he wanted to do right by her. Now, Nelly and Ashanti, they were together. They dated from around 2003, and they broke up after around a decade in 2013. And then after another decade, they rekindled their relationship in 2023. So it seems like 3 is their favorite number. Are they gonna have 3 kids together? Because 3 has been so significant for this couple. Look into it. I know, guys, you guys would see the pattern as well. Now, so after they got back together, Ashanti got pregnant. So what Nelly is saying is that when she got pregnant, he, married her because he didn't want her to be called just a baby mama. So let's take a look at this clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
Once we found out that she was pregnant, it was just like, I didn't want this to be, I don't want to say like
a child out of wedlock.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, you guys were probably already planning,
Well, we hadn't talked about it
right.
yet. We hadn't talked about any of that yet. I hadn't, but I was like, you know what? Let's just knock this out because we're going to be doing so much and everything's moving so fast. And I didn't want to, I didn't want her to be, a baby mama.
Were you and your wife's initial reuniting, was it at the Versus?
This is the thing. When I went to Versus, I had somebody with me.
Right.
But
I'm saying, but you guys shared the stage and, the internet was like, oh shit, they're in the same place at the same time.
I didn't want it tense.
Right.
When I walked in, her mother had saw me, and I knew that mom was going to go back and let her know that I was in the building.
Right.
We was here to celebrate with these brothers.
Of course.
2 of my cats,
yep.
Joe and Ja, and to celebrate their music. So I didn't want it tense, and we didn't even talk. I just went over, we got the hug, break the ice, and boom. And we didn't talk for probably another almost 8 to 9 months to a year. We didn't have a conversation. That was that. But everything happens for a reason.
I think that's awesome. I think it's so dope. And by the way, kudos to you guys for figuring out how to hide a wedding. How hard was that for that not to get out until after it happened?
Well, once I found...
Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave that at that. No, guys, there's something striking. There's a pattern between Ashanti and Nelly, and I'm talking about a pattern like I've never seen. There's this consistency between them when it comes to the number 10 and the number 3. There's something significant about these two, as though they were destined to be together. Like they met in 2013, broke up in they started dating in 2003, broke up in 2013, then they got back together in 2023, even though they met back in 2021, but they officially, got back together 2023. And when you look into the dates of everything, it just gives a sense that as though these two were destined for each other, or there's something going on here between these two. And I would love for someone who is professional like a Sloan Bella to give us a reading, because these numbers between these two, I've never seen anything like it. And it just jumps out at you like that. Now, following this podcast going viral, it's getting a bit of a viral moment because many people are saying, why didn't he marry his other baby mama if he wanted to do right by actual woman, right? Why is it Ashanti? And some people were saying, he married her because he didn't want to be labeled as a baby daddy in the industry. And some people are saying, it's embarrassing for him to say this out loud. No, I don't think it is even embarrassing the lightest or the slightest, because many men would not even consider, would not even give it second thoughts to marry a woman that they impregnate. And the mere fact that he married her, it has to be more than that. Even though he's saying that on the forefront, it's a lot more than that, honey. It means that, oh, you're pregnant, I'm not gonna let you go, and I'm gonna ensure that we look good out there. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If a man wants you to look good and his name to look good, honey, that is good enough for everyone, because they have been together before. And I believe that people need to stop twisting everything and stop making everything, so something bad, it's always someone up to something. It's as though we're slowly washing away truth, authenticity, genuinity, and not on my watch. I'm not going to allow that. I absolutely believe ain't nothing wrong with him doing the right thing by her to make her look good, to make him look good, and to ensure that their name and image is good out there. He just needs to be consistent on his reputation. No cheating scandal, no side chick drama. And she too, likewise. But again, their numbers, so fascinating. We need someone to get on those numbers, because there's too much recurrence of a 3 and a 10. It has to be something. It can't be just nothing. So there's something about these two, as though they were destined to be together for all a lifetime, as though they had some kind of connection in a past life. That's what I believe, but who knows? Leave a comment below, guys. I want to hear from you. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share, stay safe, and we're gonna talk some more in the comment section. Peace.